Hi there, it's Phil from Parkerlings.com. I hope you find you well. This is going to be my second garden tour video. Now, I hope the first one was one you liked and you didn't think 2 minutes in, oh, this is really boring, I'm going to turn it off and watch the news instead. I hope that wasn't the case and you actually did enjoy it. You got something out of it and maybe thought, well, actually some of these plants are things that I want to do myself in the future. That would be great if that's the case. Now, just so you know, that wasn't just my first garden tour video, it was actually my first video of myself. It certainly felt strange, to say the least, because I'm used to being behind the camera, so all very new for me. Video editing software, never touched it before either in my life, so that's a whole new thing. It was a challenge, trying to find something that was good and not too taxing on the brain, but I think I got there eventually, so again, bear with me. Also, we do have an Anna and we have an Elsa. They are the names of our two adopted Romanian puppies. Now, we brought them over from Romania back at the end of December of 2020. You will actually find them today, I'm sure, because they are in the garden with me because it is such a nice day. I thought, why not? If they get in the video, then you'll get to see them as well. So I do hope you enjoy this video, and we'll see how it goes. So fingers crossed. So here we are with the Tigerellas. As you can see, the light green and dark green colours are still there. No change at all, not even the slightest hint of pink, let alone red. So I guess we're just going to have to wait. If it doesn't ripen soon enough, we'll put them in a bowl with a banana in the cupboard and see if they'll ripen that way, which they do ripen with a banana. There's other fruit as well like that, even likes of apples and pears. Sometimes they're actually better than bananas for that. And up here, this big stem is actually a cherry tomato. I believe it's a black cherry, so that's fine. But if we come down here, this one, however, is the yellow pear. So you can see the branch. This is the one that was actually going all the way down to the fence line, but the weight of the tomatoes is now holding it down. But you can see if we go in here, look at that. They're ripe ones. We've actually got ripe tomatoes. So there's quite a few in there. There's loads on the other side as well. I wasn't going to grow them because their flavour wasn't brilliant. It was a bit bland last year, but this year it's turned out quite well and huge numbers as well, so I'm very, very happy with that. Let's go down here. This is the Japonica, and hello girl. Oh, this I was going to show you the Japonica. This is not a Japonica. Yeah, I know you're not a Japonica. This is Anna. Hello Anna. That's the Anna dog. There we go, little Anna. And over here, Elsa. Hello Elsa, good girl. There we go. She's good in between times of not digging up my garden and the raised beds. Okay, so now we've got Anna and Elsa out the way. This is a Japonica, rather than the canine version. So you can see here, this is all done with now. But if we come around here, you see there is a fair bit of pink on there, to give you a rough idea as to what it would have looked like. There's a fair bit of new growth in here as well at the moment, which is nice. But one nice thing you'll see here, if we come around, there we go, lovely pinky green colour. And that there, all of these little things, they're buds. They are effectively those. So really hoping we get a lot more of those coming through, because it does look like we've got a lot of growth coming. In fact, there you go, if you can just see that in the middle. So I'm hoping if I cut this back a little bit, get rid of these dying off bits, maybe it'll actually force a bit of growth. Who knows? That is the remainder of our barking. Well, maybe not. And there's going to be a lot more of that. This is the remainder of the rhubarb. So we did use up 4 stalks. We had a gorgeous rhubarb and apple crumble. And down here, this is the fuchsia berry. And just as a reminder here, what it is there's your flower, that's your main fuchsia. And this bit here, this little green bit, that is a berry. So once that drops off, that'll go dark, that'll go to almost black colour. And you can take it off and put it in a jam. If you've got a lot of these, you can obviously make some jam with them, but I'm not going to get much in the way of jam from this alone. But as we can see here, this is all new growth here. Loads of it. We've actually got, there's a couple of buds there, so we're going to have some more flowers growing. And yeah, there's 3 more in there. So they're all starting to grow, so it's doing well. All of that is volunteer tomatoes, where obviously what's happened is that when we had the rats come in, they've gone into the compost, decided to stay there as their sort of holiday home, and they spread everything around, which is very nice of them, I have to admit. But as I said, there's loads and loads of flowers here, so I'm not sure, but yeah, it'd be nice if something does happen from this. I've got no idea what on earth it is. So back here, this is the Black Russian. It was really nice last year, hence I grew it again, but unfortunately this year it's not really doing much other than staying green, but a little bit concerned actually about that one there, as you'll probably see if I can get in a bit closer. There's not great colour at the top, so I'm a bit worried that it might actually go bad. But this one here, I thought it was something else. It's actually, it gets stuffed. I mean that in the nicest possible way, of course. And here, that's Fiorentino going well. So we've got a few of those in that plant there. So let's see what else have we got going on. Oh, that's not good. I knew this was going to happen. This one here looked great, but that's bad. I'm going to come back here with some snippers and get rid of that one. So, well, here is the cabbage, and it's doing that well, and it's such a good size now that I am going to be taking it out today. I won't be using it for another couple of days though, but that's absolutely fine. It just means I can make a bit of space, and I'll make some lovely coleslaw with that. So I've got some carrots and what's left of the red one, and that should be very, very nice. It'd be nice to have it as a potluck coleslaw as well, because we've not had one of those in quite some time because of the COVID restrictions. And these got me, so I didn't know what they were, but I know I've got numerous tags missing because they keep getting chewed on, broken and buried by, I'm sure you know who, Anna and Elsa. So I thought there was a possibility these could be the Black Russians that I don't have labels for, because I know definitely I grew some as seedlings, but no idea where the tag went. So I'm going to say that is definitely it, just there. Obviously the things that I was just pointing to there is not the same. That is one of our Golden Sunrise. Now it's still green, but if we look in here, they are not green. They are the proper colour for Golden Sunrise. So if we can come down here, I think, there we go. There, so we got another one down there, and there's plenty of them still growing, which also leads me down here to these beautiful things. Now, I wasn't going to leave this on, but I thought why not, just so you can see it. And that is one of my ox hearts. And there's actually more growing here if I can get up. There we are. Lots more of them trying to grow, and a ton of them there which are green all over the place. You can see here. There you can see there's more there, and here. And there was that many of them at one point, and they were so heavy that they were actually bending over. So you'll see if I come up here, just there, that great big bunch there, that's all one stem. But you can see I've had to tie it up with some garden string. Seems to have done the job. And of course down here, what we were looking at before, that is our yellow pear tomato. So absolutely gorgeous, still loads going on. Loads have got to be picked though, so I don't want them going bad on the stem. So I am very much impressed there, very much impressed. As you can see, some of the leaves there are dying back off, so I will definitely take them off. So then, this is where we had that lemon cucumber, but if you look at this, this has just turned really funny, it's just strange. That is the yellow cucumber, but nothing much is happening. It's not grown all that much, and if it continues like that, it's not going to grow anymore at all. So I'm not holding my hopes up again, but that is really unfortunate because I had some really nice ones last year. Again, I left this on there just for you to have a look, prove it's doing it. That there, sugar snap pea. We do have more. There's more flowers coming up. There's a few around the plant. If I show you here, there's more. So hopefully I can get some more from there. But I wanted to show you that one anyway, just to prove I can do it. So even now, this is successful planting, believe it or not, because the rest of my plants are all dead. So that's quite impressive. So our red apples are doing really well. Yeah, they are slowly getting a little bit bigger. They are more the kind of thing you find in a bag for apples for a kid's lunch kind of thing, but I am hoping they will get a bit bigger than that. So here's our cucamelons. Again, unfortunately we lost the only cucamelon I could see on there. got loads and loads of flowers, but I don't know what happened to that one cucumber melon. So very odd indeed. So let's come up here then. This is the cucumber. There's one there. I think that one's having problems, but we'll leave it for now. It's got new growth, new leaves coming out. So looking up here, doing well. And run across. Oh, there's cucumber. Ah, okay. There's cucumber melon. Fantastic. Let's hope. But up here, cucumber. Not ready by any means yet, because that is going to hurt if I push my finger on that. It's quite spiky. But this is absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. That's a nice size. Yeah, there you go. The spikes come off quite easily, so that one's really the pick. And as we look down the bottom there, that end's no longer pointy. It's nice and curved. Again, this one here, we look at the size, nice and big. And again, they come off easy. So this is the recycled washing up basin that had the crack in the middle of it. So still looking nice, all healthy. And then what is that all going on there? Numerous courgettes trying to grow. I didn't think they were going to get, the zucchinis, courgettes growing anymore in this one, but look at that. About the same size really as one of the cucumbers there we had. There's another one just here, looking very nice indeed. So it's really nice. I'm hoping that I'll get another, 3 or 4 out there maybe. Certainly more that can come through if I'm lucky. Look at those. They are ripe blueberries. It has been years since I've had anything off of this, and just as nice, or almost as nice as the blueberries, the leaves now turn red, and I love that colour. Some of them are just going to drop off, but it's nice to see the red for a little while at least. Which leads us down here to the tomatillo. Now, what I was saying is that you've got these here, that's the flowers initially. If we come down, this here, there you go, that's one of the lanterns that come through. Now that's, you can see it's all squidged, it's just air. Now what will happen is, when that gets bigger, it'll just expand, and then it'll push that open, and when it's ripe you'll know because you'll see it open. Right, if we come over here, here's one. Look at that. It's got a little tiny bit of colour change to do because that's going to go fully yellow. So it's almost there, but it's just not quite got the full change yet. But that is a very nice one, decent size. Marigolds just continue. I've not changed them at all. They're the same ones we had before, which have been stopping the slugs. And look at, oh, that's such a nice colour. Those of them there. I'll continue to deadhead it, and that's really one of the secrets of it. Make sure you deadhead. It'll make a massive difference if you do so. It just makes for more growth. So the big rainbow then, it's fallen over. There's not much to it, to be honest though. There's 2 tomatoes, which is really, really poor. And in fact one of those, I don't know, is that damaged there? Yeah, that's not good at all. So really, there's one. A whole plant, one pot that I've just had one thing grow on. There's our dogwood, and the colour is starting to change now. You can see it's getting more pinkish, and the stem getting darker. If we go up here, how does that look? Isn't that lovely? It's the hibiscus plant that we've got here, or hibiscus family I should say. That's doing really well. It's just really hard to believe that this is thicker than the actual plant was to start with, just last year. And this we planted in this year. The size of that I can't get my hands around, and I've got big hands. So, and we've cut loads of this off, and you can still see so much there, and it's still got new buds, and every one of them's flowering. There we go, that's my hydrangea, the one that I love. On here, this is our squash. Nothing happening there much, but down here, got some flowers going on, and that sometime or other is actually going to expand and become flowers. I hope, at least. Another tigerella, still not changing, so none of them, no matter where they are, changing. Our other hydrangea here, still got the pink, and we've also got, as I was saying before, this is going to die off eventually, like this does, but if we look up here, this is my favourite one. Isn't that nice? Still got some of the pink left, not quite died off yet, but that is so different. I've never seen a flower that's actually like this when it's fresh, you know, when it's out properly. So as soon as it's dying off like that, fantastic. And again, loads of new growth. So here's the squash that I didn't think would work, and what happens? The squash worked. That is the patty pan style. As you can see down here, I'm trying not to get myself on these spikes here. There, that's the shape for it. It should hopefully turn about 4 times that size if I'm lucky. Yeah, so we still have really nice leaves on these. Still growing new leaves, strangely enough. I thought it'd be dying back a little bit by now, but I guess it's this year. It's been a bit weird. That brings us up here. It's wisteria. And I was thinking there was a bud there, but it's actually it was a fly. So go around here. Wisteria continues. Goes all the way down to our jasmine. Jasmine's still not flowering. Still no idea why. No one's come up with any ideas as of yet. But yeah, you can clearly see in between all of this, there's just nothing. Just leaves. Leaves are lovely, but yeah, we've got loads of green in the garden. I wouldn't mind some flowers. Which then brings us over here. This here is our buddleia, which is a butterfly bush, but at the moment seems it's more of a bee bush. Now the bees come, we're just going to show you the deep purple colour. It's absolutely amazing. The bees that it brings in, the butterflies especially, unfortunately cabbage whites, but they do look really nice. Red admirals, we've had a couple of tiger moths as well, which has been quite interesting. So I'll give you an idea of our height of these things. You see there's loads of these around. This area here, that's 6 foot fence. So we go across here, that's the line of the fence to there, and we look up, 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 and there. So as you can tell, that is not 6 foot tall, that is a lot more than 6 foot. But yeah, we continue to get lots more bees coming across. I'm just making sure I don't disturb them. But you know, that is a lovely bush, and that's sure to continue for years to come. And in fact, look at that. Here it comes again. It's another bee. Try to disturb them if I can. With bees in decline, if we're able to help them out just by planting one thing, you think that something at such a small price for something like that, love them, absolutely love them. Here we go, loads more of these beans, the black coat red ones, and also these white ones, as we were showing there before. But from the other side, look at all of that lot, tons of them. Now then, this is big time. I'll do it in a second because I don't have my slippers on me, but look at that. Yellow courgette. Now I did not realise that they would have that white streak in them. It's absolutely amazing. You'll see back here there's even more starting. Loads of new buds. Hopefully we get more fruit from them. Nasturtiums, looking very nice indeed. So we'll have some of those. In fact, this one here's just falling off. Let's get rid of that one. Deadhead that one. But yeah, so as I say, these leaves here are a bit small, but they are edible. They're very peppery. Same as the flowers as well. So they're really good. And looking through here, in fact, just on my hand as well, just nudged it. There we've got beans. I'm going to pick a load of these actually for us to have with our dinner tonight. So they are a little bit big, but I'll steam them, and they should soften quite nicely. Not much happened really with the tomatoes over here, but there's a few. But this is what I loved. Those are our sunflowers. So, while we didn't get quite what it said we were going to get, which was the giant yellow head and the giant red-headed ones, I guess we had to put up with that. But there's multiple flowers on each one, so as soon as one goes, there's another one appears, so that's all good. More of these lovely marigolds. Oh, another bit of deadheading. I seem to be having a lot of that today. There we go, get rid of that. How about this though? This little tiny courgette plant that we had, which we thought, nothing's going to happen. Ouch. Be careful for that. There you go. Lovely yellow courgette. And again, more coming. I really do hope that continues the way it is. That'd be absolutely lovely if it does. That great big stalk there is actually more sunflowers, as we see in here. There you go, there's sunflower again. But you can see here, if we look down here, there's another stalk there, another flower, sorry, there. There's another bud coming here. And each of these leaves and branches has another flower bud. So we are going to get a lot more of these coming yet. So strange, the colours of autumn coming in, and we've not really had a summer. But again, here we go, Black Beauty tomatoes, still green underneath. There's a nudge of the camera. Down here, there's another one. Yeah, there's no change, but nothing's happening there. It's quite disappointing. But nice thing is, yes, that one there's now finished. The dahlia's now gone. There's another bud and another flower. Look at that little beauty. Every one of the petals is still there. There's a couple of little bits of chewing up there, but I don't mind. It's beautiful. So here we go, some more black coats. Now these are impressive now already. This only taken a matter of a few weeks. It's like a month or so now that's been growing from seed. We've got buds in there now. The only ones that haven't really are the ones at the back, but I'll have to change them around because they've had had very little sunlight in comparison to the rest. So I'll move the tray around. The radish here, well, they're not doing a great deal yet. I think I'm going to have to take a few out. This is our other fuchsias that I did beforehand from cuttings. They're going to have to come out now. And you probably see there they do actually have a couple of buds on them actually. This is going well. Oh, how weird. That is very weird. I have mushrooms. Where did that come from? More of them. How weird. I've never known that to happen before. I've just got mushrooms growing. I'm guessing that's because of the growing medium actually, because this was quite a high peat content. Here's Rebecca number 1. As I said, there was no flowers that came out of this, but even now there's still new shoots coming through. No, that bit's just taken off. That was dying. So yeah, so nothing else there really, but the other Rebecca still continues to do well. Obviously we got some chewed up, but this is brand new. That'll come out at some point soon. In fact there's another one just through here. There you go, there's another one. Just here, one single thing on a plant, because I didn't actually plant it in properly. That is one of my Brad's Atomic Grape. Its colour's not really there yet, and you can tell you squeeze it and yeah, it's still pretty solid. My luck there, I've got a funny feeling I was going to squeeze it and explode in my fingers. I suppose that might be why they call it an atomic grape, so to speak. Sorry, terrible jokes, learned from my dad. So that's our marigold here that we tried to save from slug attack, and it's going so well. That colour is so bright, lovely, and continues to grow here. I'm going to have to put some more seeds in, but that's our dwarf basil. That there is coriander. Very well grown, that one. I'm really happy there. Even more so the sage. You can just have a quick whiff of that one. Ooh, yeah, definitely. A little bit of parsley growing, and there's some sweet basil and red basil there. Again, definitely need to put more seeds in, but otherwise it does seem to be going well. Here then, this is our dahlias I did again from seed. If we go around here and This one's actually gone a bit better. So what happens is, I've put them in a little pot, started growing them from seed, and then that, in a little pot, I left it in the pot rather than changing it, so it gave it the ability to not sit in water. If we look at the bottom here, there's a little hole, so that'll drip off. Even if it rains, it'll pick it up and let go. And it's grown really nicely, so it's just as tall as the pot is now, really. So I might just see if I can plant it out front. But in the meantime, I'm happy it stays there and looks nice for when we just sit out, and hopefully it'll flower as well. These are all peppers. These are looking rather nice. So we've got the Mini Bell chocolate here. Again, not changed, but a different green. There will be a chocolate colour around here. If we look carefully around here, let's see. Oh, there it is there. So that is a pointed pepper, a red one eventually. There you go. So the strange thing with peppers is some of them do actually go black before they change to their real colour. Even if they're yellow at the end, they can often go to black and then over to that colour. This was my tangerine one, the only one really that did well. More flowers. Don't know if that's a good thing at this time of year or not. Maybe might have to actually bring it indoors for that to have any luck. But we do definitely have this one here. Looks more jalapeno size to me, so I'm not quite sure how big they're supposed to get, but I know they're not too hot in comparison to what I can cope with. In fact, there's another flower which is just finishing off. Here then, these are here my Holland ones, New Holland onions. So we've got a whole load of those, and then the same amount we've planted in seed over here of the purplet, and we got one. Look at that. That's a massive difference, isn't it? So quite clearly, the one I had problems with last year, which was the purplet, strangely enough, problems again. So there were, I think, 15 seeds in there. So 1 of 15 is not particularly good. So that is really good germination and really rubbish germination. So I think what I might just do is put a whole load of these seeds in here for the purplets and just see if anything happens. If we do get a load, I'll just split them up, put them in the raised bed maybe, and see how that goes. So I'm just going to show you a quick panning of my garden, give you an idea of what size it really is. So you'll see all of those plants there and what kind of a jungle it manages to fit into. So let's have a little look. Okay, so there's the down pipe. So the rainwater comes off the roof, down through this pipe here and into the bin, which unfortunately is currently empty due to no rain just for a few days. So I've had to use all of that up. So we've got our other bottles down here though, so we're going into that now. So we've got coleus down here, which I need to plant in. Maybe trim down a bit actually, because it's a bit leggy. So just saving off this blueberry bush here and lavender, as you see down here. I'll be able to cut that down right to bare minimum, and that'll grow nicely for next year. So this is the tiered planter which we looked at with the marigolds in. The beans running along the fence line with the wisteria, and that's the buddleia there. So we see more tomatoes. That's that lovely dahlia. It's the raised bed, the 3x3 with the sunflowers in. So back there is the lilac tree as well. So we go across here. That's the 6x3 raised beds, 2x1 meter. More tomatoes there. That's our Rudbeckia, and the other one which isn't flowering. Some tomatoes there. Japonica's behind one of those tomatoes, and so that's my compost bin, the one that was attacked by the rats, which ended up making those tomato bushes down there. The cucumbers across the side. That's our Christmas tree. The peppers there with a few bits and bobs, including that large tomato which is there in the corner. It's my shed, which just has the bare essentials. And then you see on the left hand side there's some more dahlias there. And if you just go down, so we've got the spring onions, we've got the pepper there, a little gnome. That's just a few things to collect water with really. And you see there, that's the rest of my dahlias that I'm trying to keep alive. So, and as I say, that goes there, that's the door, and we're back again. So basically, hope I don't make you dizzy, but that is all it is. Well, I hope you enjoyed the second garden tour video and you got something out of it. Certainly enjoyed it more than I enjoyed doing the editing of the first video, so another one of those steep learning curves that I have. So I think I've found the right software there this time. So in fact, I've just noticed that around here we've got our own natural arch. So we've got a frame of courgette leaves. So that's very nice. So we had with the filming. It took us 4 days in the end. As you probably tell on the intro, I had a red shirt on, and now I have my white Mickey Mouse. So basically we had some nice weather, we had a load of rain, then we had nice weather. Luckily it meant that I could refill all of my water butts and bottles and everything, so I'm back up to full. So my garden just have rainwater up in the tap water again, which is good. And so I do hope you enjoyed it, seeing all of the things that are ripening at the moment with the tomatoes, courgettes, squash and everything like that, and of course the beans. I felt a bit hungry, so I think I'm going to have one of these myself now. So I do hope you enjoyed everything. If you do us a favour, if you did enjoy it, if you could press that little thumbs up for the like button, and would appreciate that certainly, to know you do enjoy the videos. Also, if you can click on the bell, so anytime we release a video, it will send you a notification just to say that we're on there, something for you to have a look at and enjoy, hopefully. And you know, it'll certainly help us. The first video that we made actually passes through our well, it may not seem like much to some people, it's our 2nd digit of subscribers, so big party, we got 2 digits, woohoo! We're happy with that, but we want to get to our 3rd digit if we can. So I'd appreciate it if you like it, if you can share it and ask people to subscribe as well. So that's all. I'm going to go and eat my beans. So see you next time. Bye bye. That one was good. Nice beans. Yum. Well, I almost forgot that at the end of this very video we will have some photos. So I went around the garden, took some photos over the last couple of days, just so you can have a look and see what we do have. So sometimes when I'm taking these videos I can't quite see the screen, but my viewfinder and the camera, I can see that very well. So hopefully you'll enjoy those pictures as well, and you know, you can see what you think of photography as well as a video. I think it's a bit better. So enjoy your day. Bye bye.